Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope that all of you are fine and healthy. So students, today again it's revision time. Okay, so what we are going to revise today? We need to revise all those things or so many things that we have learnt earlier. As all of you know that your pre-midterm English grammar syllabus and also the grammar syllabus of half-yearly examination both have been added with your post-mid English grammar syllabus. So today we are going to revise the present continuous tense. This tense we have learnt earlier before your half-yearly examination, but still you have to revise this one because it's very important. Okay, we use the present continuous when we talk about something happening at the time of speaking. Okay, so when we talk about something and at the time of speaking the action also happening, in that cases we can use present continuous tense. For example, he is talking on the phone now. They are walking home at the moment. We can also use the present continuous to describe such situations or some actions which are in progress for a limited period. For example, she is studying for the English test this week. Okay, so we can describe some situations or some actions which are in progress for the limited period. Okay, so I hope that in such cases you understood that in such cases you can use the present continuous tense. Now, how you can frame sentences using the present progressive or present continuous tense, just have a look. First of all, you need to put your subject, then you have to put your be verb, to be verb. To be means am, is, are, and this one depends upon your subject that whether you have to choose am or is or are. Then you have to choose the simple present form of the main verb with ing. For example, I am sleeping, you are driving, he is talking, she is reading, it is eating, we are exercising, they are dancing. Now, how to frame negative statements then? In case of present progressive or present continuous tense, for negative statements you can use not. Subject, then your be verb. I mean am or is or are, and whether you are going to choose am or is or are, this one depends upon your subject. Then you have to use not as its negative and then simple present form of the main verb with ing. For example, I am not working, you are not playing, he is not talking, she is not reading. Okay, now how to frame interrogative sentences or question type sentences? First of all, in case of yes no type sentences, you have to put your be verb like am or is or are, and this one again depends upon your subject. Then you have to put the subject, then you have to put the present form of the main verb with ing. For example, am I sleeping? Are you walking? Is he talking? Is she reading? Is it eating? Are we exercising? Are they dancing? And you have to, at the end, you have to put a question mark. Now, how to add ing with the present form of the main verb? When the base form or the present form of the main verb ends with a silent e, as in case of write, smile, make, freeze, that is not pronounced, you can drop the e and then you can add ing. For example, write, writing. Smile, smiling, make, making, freeze, freezing. This way you can add ing in case of silent e. Now CVC. So what does it mean? CVC. C means consonant, V stands for vowel and C again consonant. So whenever you find any one syllable verb that ends with a consonant, vowel or consonant, vowel, consonant combination like CVC combination, you need to double the last consonant. As you can see in the examples, consonant, vowel, consonant combination. Run, running, N, double N. Sit, sitting, double T. Stop, stopping, double P, as per the combination. Now be careful. Don't double the consonant with other combinations. If the combination will be like that, VVC, like vowel, vowel, consonant, VCC, vowel, consonant, consonant, again VCC, vowel, consonant, consonant. In such cases, you need not to double the consonant, like sleep, sleeping, help, helping, learn, learning. Okay, so in other combinations, you need not to double the consonant. Now, some more rules that how you can add ing. Don't double the letters, I mean the last letters, whenever the verb ends with x, w or y. For example, row, rowing, fix, fixing. Okay, in such cases, if any verb ends with w, x or y, you need not to double the last letter. So this way you can add ing. Okay, so try to remember these things. Now, this is one important rule. Whenever any verb ends with ie, double vowel, I also vowel, e also vowel. Okay, drop the I and you need to change the I to Y. As you can see, die. This word also ends with IE. Just drop the E and change the I to Y. Die, dying. Lie, lying. Tie, tying. In these three examples, you can see this word ends with IE. Just drop the E and change the I to Y. In all other cases, just add ing to the simple form of the verb. For example, study, studying, do, doing, see, seeing. So I hope you have understood that how you can add ing with the base form of the or the present form of the main verb. Now we need to learn some more things. We need to learn that what are the basic differences between the simple present and present continuous. Just have a look. Okay, the sentence formation for simple present, subject plus verb, and for present continuous, subject plus am or is or are in case of negative not, then present form of the main verb with ing. Simple present expresses general truths. For example, it rarely rains in the desert, and present continuous describe actions happening right now. She is reading a newspaper upstairs. Simple present indicate present habits. For example, the birds return to the island every morning, and present continuous express annoying habits. Okay, now past continuous. So what is the past continuous tense? This one also you have learnt earlier. He started to cook the meal at 6. He was cooking the meal at 6:30 and he cooked the meal at 7. So you have understood that he started doing it, he was doing it, and finally at 7 o'clock he finished doing the thing. So what can be the past continuous tense? Just we need to revise. When you talk about things in the past, when is most often followed by the verb or the tense? Simple past tense, and while is usually followed by past continuous. I was studying when she called. When she called. When we use basically with simple past, and while basically with past continuous. So while I was studying, she called. Okay, so what are the usages of past continuous then? We can usually use the past continuous tense in case of interrupted actions. For example, they were waiting for the train. It will be train. Okay, students, S-T-R-A-I-N, when I spoke to them. Okay, past habit. My mom was always complaining about my room when she got there. Parallel actions. I was studying while my brother was watching TV. Specific time as an interruption. Last night at 6 p.m. I was eating the dinner. So what can be the interrupted action in the past? I was watching TV when she called. So my action of watching TV, that was interrupted by the phone call. When the phone rang, she was writing a letter. So the action of writing the letter was interrupted by the phone call because the phone was ringing. So these are called interrupted action in the past. Means one action that you were doing at that time, that action was interrupted by another action. As you can see in those examples. Now, what can be the parallel actions? I was studying while she was making dinner. Parallel actions mean two actions were happening at the same time. I was studying and at the same time she was making dinner. While Elaine was reading, Tim was watching television. So, while someone is reading at the same time, someone was watching television. Parallel actions means two actions happening at the same time. Okay. Now some more examples. Past simple and past continuous are used together when something happened in the middle of something else. For example, the policeman broke his ankle while he was running after the dog. Okay, so you can also see here, these things I know you have learnt earlier in the previous videos. These are only for your revision work. So past simple and past continuous can be used together, as you can see that the policeman broke his ankles, simple past, while he was running after the dog. Past continuous. We use the past continuous to say that somebody was in the middle of doing something at a certain time. It means that we can use this past continuous tense whenever we find that somebody was in the middle of doing something. He didn't complete it yet. He was in the middle of doing that action. For example, this time yesterday the hairdresser was working. Okay, so yesterday at this time or on this time the hairdresser was working. Now, the past simple and the past continuous do not mean exactly the same. You can compare in this example. When Mary arrived, we were having dinner. So this means that we already started dinner before Mary arrived. Okay, when Mary arrived, we had dinner. This means that Mary arrived first and then we had dinner. So this is the difference. The sentences are also different. So when Mary arrived, we were having dinner. It means that before we have started our dinner. Now these are some basic differences between simple past and past continuous. We use simple past to talk about completed actions or habits or facts. For example, I went to the cinema yesterday. I always visited my grandparents in my summer holidays when I was little. And past continuous can be used for interrupted actions or parallel actions. For example, I was watching TV when the phone rang. Last night at 7 p.m. I was having dinner. While she was doing her homework, her brother was playing football. Okay, so you need to write 3. This is one exercise for all of you. You need to write 3 sentences of your own using the past continuous tense, and the sentences can be negative. Affirmative means yes type sentences, and in negative means no type sentences, and interrogative sentences also. So please do it by your own. You can write all these things, the exercises that which now I am going to show. You can write all these things in your language copy and send it to me for correction. Okay, make a PDF and then send it to me. These are all mixed exercises, and these things you will get in your school website in a PDF format also. This is present simple, past simple, or present continuous. I mean, this exercise you have to do. First of all, you need to understand where you need to put the present simple tense, where past simple will be used, or where you have to use present continuous. All these things you will get in one PDF file. That PDF file will be uploaded tomorrow in your school website. So from tomorrow you will get the PDF file. This is another exercise for all of you. The present simple tense and present continuous tense. Fill with the correct verb. I mean, you have to understand where you need to use the simple present and where you need to use the present continuous. If you are finding difficulty to do it, just watch the previous video about it, like simple present versus present continuous. Then you can easily do it. Now some more exercises for all of you. Again, I am telling you, need not to copy these things from this video. Just download the PDF file tomorrow and do it, and then you can send me. Fill in the blanks to complete the past continuous sentences below. This is another exercise for all of you. So please do it. Download the PDF file. By tomorrow it will be available to all of you. You can download the PDF file, and from there easily you can write all these things. And this is the one exercise. Here you need to fill the blanks with the past continuous tense. Okay. And if any problem, you can ask me without any hesitation. Okay. So do it positively, make a PDF, and then you can send me. Okay, in my WhatsApp number So I hope that you have understood, and please revise all those things that we have learned earlier. And please remember this thing, that your pre-midterm grammar syllabus and your half-yearly grammar syllabus both have been added with your post-mid grammar syllabus. Okay. And your post-mid grammar syllabus also there, like prepositions, conjunctions, and one more, that is adverbs. This one is another exercise, that is present continuous. Maria, you have to fill in the blanks with the present continuous tense. Maria dash in the bracket cook dinner. Lily dash in the bracket read a book. John and Suzanne dash in the bracket walk. Father dash walk in the garden. Peter and Julie dash write on the whiteboard. These things you need to do in your copy and send it to me for correction. So thank you very much, students. Please solve all those exercises that I have shown in this video in the previous slides. You need not to copy all those things from the video. One PDF file will be available for all of you by tomorrow. By tomorrow it will be available. So please download the PDF file from your school website. Okay. So thank you very much to all of you. Have a great day ahead.